Tired of traditional gardening methods? Want to grow potatoes with less hassle and higher yields? Then you need to see this. Forget what you thought you knew about growing potatoes. This innovative technique uses straw bales, and it's surprisingly effective. As gardeners, we're always looking for ways to maximize our harvest while minimizing our workload, and straw bale potato gardening might just be the game changer you've been searching for. Picture this: rows of golden straw bales transformed into thriving potato patches, with lush green foliage cascading over the edges and abundant tubers hiding beneath. This isn't a gardening fantasy, it's the reality of straw bale gardening, a technique that's capturing the attention of innovative gardeners worldwide. What started as a practical solution for areas with poor soil has evolved into a preferred method for many experienced growers who've discovered its remarkable benefits. The concept is beautifully simple, yet ingenious. Instead of battling clay soil, fighting weeds, or dealing with soil-borne diseases, you're creating an entirely new growing environment using straw bales as your foundation. This method has gained tremendous popularity, especially among urban gardeners and those with limited space, because it offers the freedom to garden virtually anywhere with adequate sunlight. The visual transformation alone is striking. What begins as simple agricultural waste becomes a productive, organized growing system that's both functional and aesthetically pleasing. The advantages of growing potatoes in straw extend far beyond novelty. When you plant in straw bales, you're essentially creating a raised bed system with superior drainage and aeration properties. Traditional soil can become waterlogged or compacted, leading to root rot and stunted growth. Straw bales, however, maintain their structure while allowing excess water to drain away naturally, creating the perfect moisture balance that potato plants crave. The decomposition process within the straw bale generates gentle heat, typically maintaining temperatures between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which accelerates germination and promotes robust root development. This natural warming effect extends your growing season and can result in earlier harvests compared to traditional soil methods. Additionally, the loose structure of straw provides excellent aeration, allowing roots to penetrate easily and access oxygen more readily than in dense soil conditions. Perhaps most importantly, straw bale gardening dramatically reduces the risk of soil-borne diseases that plague traditional potato crops. Common issues like potato scab, late blight, and various fungal infections are significantly minimized when you eliminate contaminated soil from the equation. The clean environment also means fewer pest problems, as many soil-dwelling insects that target potato plants simply aren't present in your straw bale system. So, many gardeners report yield increases of about 20 to 30% when switching to straw bale cultivation, and honestly, some even experience greater improvements than that. The controlled environment, allows for more precise nutrient delivery, and the plants often produce larger, more uniform tubers with fewer defects. Success with straw bale potato gardening, well, it really begins with proper preparation, and this conditioning process is absolutely crucial for optimal results. You'll want to start by selecting high-quality straw bales. Wheat, oats, or barley straw work best, while it's best to avoid hay bales since they contain seeds that can create a weedy nightmare. Be sure to position your bales in a sunny location where they'll get at least 6 hours of direct sunlight every day, with the cut side facing up to create those planting pockets. The conditioning process typically takes about 10 to 14 days, and it involves gradually introducing moisture and nutrients to kickstart decomposition. You'll want to begin by thoroughly soaking the bales with water, then sprinkle a high-nitrogen fertilizer across the top surface. Just repeat this process every few days, gradually reducing the fertilizer amount as the bales begin to heat up internally. You'll know conditioning is complete when the internal temperature stabilizes and the straw begins to take on a darker, more decomposed appearance. Choosing the right potato varieties makes a significant difference in your success rate. Determinate varieties like Yukon Gold, Red Norland, and German butterball work exceptionally well in straw bales because they produce their tubers in a concentrated area rather than spreading extensively. These varieties also tend to have shorter growing seasons, allowing you to maximize the benefits of the warm straw environment. When planting, you'll want to create holes about 4 to 6 inches deep in the conditioned straw, spacing your seed potatoes 8 to 10 inches apart. Each bale can typically accommodate 4 to 6 seed potatoes, depending on the variety and bale size. Place the seed potatoes cut side down, making sure they have good contact with the decomposing straw, then cover with a mixture of compost and a bit of additional straw to provide those initial nutrients and some protection. Watering becomes both simpler and more critical in straw bale gardening. The bales dry out faster than traditional soil, especially during hot weather, so keeping a consistent level of moisture is really essential. So you want to water deeply but less frequently, allowing the water to really penetrate all the way through the bale. A drip irrigation system or a soaker hose actually works exceptionally well for this purpose, providing steady moisture without washing nutrients away from the root zone. The key here is maintaining consistent moisture without creating waterlogged conditions. During the initial growing period, you might need to water every day, but as the plants get established and the straw continues decomposing, the bales will start to retain moisture more effectively. Just monitor the internal moisture by pushing your finger several inches into the straw. It should feel, kind of like a wrung-out sponge. Fertilization in straw bale gardening actually requires a different approach than traditional soil methods. Since the straw provides structure but limited nutrients, you'll need to supplement regularly throughout the growing season. A balanced, water-soluble fertilizer applied every 2 weeks works well, but honestly, a lot of gardeners prefer organic options like fish emulsion or compost tea. The key is providing steady nutrition since the loose structure of straw doesn't hold nutrients as effectively as soil. As your potato plants grow, you'll need to continue adding straw around the stems to encourage additional tuber formation. This process, called hilling, is actually easier in straw bales than traditional soil because you're simply adding more straw rather than moving heavy soil. Continue adding straw every few weeks until the plants begin flowering, ensuring the developing tubers remain covered and protected from sunlight. Pest and disease management in straw bale systems focuses primarily on prevention. The elevated growing environment naturally deters many ground-dwelling pests, but you'll still need to monitor for potato beetles, aphids, and other common potato pests. Beneficial insects are often more abundant around straw bale gardens, providing natural pest control. If diseases do appear, the improved air circulation around straw bales often prevents rapid spread, making treatment more effective. The harvest from straw bale potato gardens is often surprisingly abundant and honestly pretty exciting. Unlike traditional soil cultivation where you're kind of digging blind, harvesting from straw bales lets you gradually pull away layers of straw to reveal your crop. This process usually begins about 10 to 12 weeks after planting, when the foliage starts to yellow and die back naturally. You want to start harvesting by carefully pulling away the outer layers of straw, feeling for tubers as you work your way toward the center of the bale. The loose structure really makes this process much easier than digging in soil, and you're far less likely to damage the potatoes with your harvesting tools. Many gardeners are honestly amazed to find potatoes not just in the center of the bale, but spread throughout the decomposing straw where the roots have grown. The quality of potatoes grown in straw bales is often superior to those grown in traditional soil. The loose growing medium, well, it allows tubers to develop their natural shape without compression, which results in more uniform and attractive potatoes with fewer defects. And thanks to the consistent moisture and nutrition provided by the decomposing straw, you often get potatoes with excellent texture and flavor. After harvesting, the decomposed straw bales make excellent compost for your garden. completing the cycle of sustainability that makes this method so appealing. Many gardeners find that their spent straw bales have transformed into rich, dark compost that's just perfect for improving soil in other areas of their garden. My personal experience with straw bale potato gardening has been honestly overwhelmingly positive, though it does require attention to detail and consistent care. The initial setup requires more effort than traditional planting, but the ongoing maintenance is actually easier in many ways. The biggest challenge I've encountered is maintaining consistent moisture during hot summer periods, but this is easily managed with proper irrigation techniques. The satisfaction of pulling away layers of golden straw to reveal perfect potatoes is really unmatched in gardening experiences. Whether you're dealing with poor soil, limited space, or simply want to try something new, straw bale potato gardening offers a viable, productive alternative that can dramatically improve your harvest while reducing many traditional gardening challenges. Ready to revolutionize your potato growing? Give straw bale gardening a try this season and discover why so many gardeners are making the switch. Don't forget to subscribe to Smart Garden for more innovative gardening techniques and share your straw bale gardening success stories with our community. We'd love to see your amazing harvests.